Dear friends, welcome to this online class, and I hope that my audio is clear to all of you and you are listening to me. My screen will be shared with you in so time. So you are requested to type P for proceed in the chat box so that I will get to know that you are now ready in this Zoom meeting and ready with your notebook and pen. And today we will proceed with the new beginning for our career development. So all of you have to need to type P for proceed in the chat box, and then we will continue with the today's session. So dear friends, thank you once again for joining this class on the time. We will see that new next upcoming 15 days that will transform your journey in the field of skill development. And today our target is that we have already decided to see that we will try to create our portfolio. By completion of your portfolio, that will help you to be a booklet for you to show up in your interview for any job purpose, or in other way also anywhere you can show up your skills. And to show up that skills, you have to take the efforts, and for that effort, this is the online class that now we are starting it again today with the new energy. So I hope that now you will continuously join this class. There is a AutoCAD WhatsApp group was there, so that I will also make it open for all of you. Those who are not joined, they can type their name in the chat box so that I will send you the link for joining the WhatsApp group. For that, those who are new to the today's class, so they will get the updated information about the class every day through that WhatsApp group. So meanwhile, I am demonstrating you the skills. So you can just put your name in the chat box so that I will get to know those who are requiring the link to join the WhatsApp group for this online AutoCAD class. So here now we will again recall that what is our next target. So all the things will be there that I will share you today. Those who have joined in the new session. So many of the students are there. They have already completed some of the few classes. Those I have taken it online mode. But now today onward, now again there are some new peoples who are joined in today's class. So for them also I will revise some of the things, and then we will proceed. So first of all, you have to see that this class, I will guarantee that you will learn important skills. So what these skills are? So for that, I will just share my screen. Once the screen is visible to all of you, you have to indicate me in the chat box, and then I will proceed with the presentation. So I will just share my screen and we will start the today's session. So here you can just see that my screen is visible to all of you, and now we will proceed with this. So on the screen, you are observing one of the presentation. So here, as of now, you are knowing that we are talking about the internship training program for professional practice in civil engineering. So I hope that anybody of you can just give me indication in the chat box. My screen is visible to all of you, and then we will proceed for that. So in the chat box, yes. So my screen is visible. Now we will proceed. Here you can see that we have to, what the things we have to complete now during this internship program. So for that purpose, we have to see that for every civil engineer, there are few things are required, and that is first skill is required, that is building, planning, rules and permission. So I hope that probably you have learned all these things in your college journey. So these are known to you. Then important is professional AutoCAD 2D and 3D training. So see that only learning the AutoCAD software is not the thing. but you should be able to create the professional drawing output by using the AutoCAD. And that too with again in the first part it will be a 2D drawing, and in the next subsequent part it will be a 3D drawing. So for that now you have to polish our skills. Once that drawing was completed, then CAD drafting for residential building project that we have to complete. So for that now we are starting our journey. So one by one every day I will just give you the sum of the task. So that you have to complete on your laptop, on your computer, or you have to arrange the computer for your practice at the college or at the your room or at your location. And then every day you have to contribute your time and skill to complete your CAD drafting project. So for that, how to proceed and all these things that you will see. Once you have completed this, then the three other important tasks are there. You should be able to have a quantity estimating and costing skill. So there you require to learn the skills of Excel and then estimating. So that we will see later on. Then after that, you should be very much expert for understanding the reading of RCC design. As a site supervisor or as a civil engineer, you have to need to read the RCC design, and using Excel and all these things, bar bending, schedule and quantity calculation, they are also required. And you should also have the knowledge of ductile detailing. So I will just see that in the upcoming days, we will also cover these many topics if possible after the CAD drawing project was get completed. And then by that way, you will train yourself as a site supervisor or site management person. So all these things how should be done. So we have to proceed with the first module that we have completed in last 40 lectures. So these 40 lectures are covering about the introduction to AutoCAD, basics of using the AutoCAD, drawing commands, various modes in the AutoCAD, then how to use the coordinate system in the AutoCAD, then modify commands, then layer command using blocks, and some part was remaining, that was now how to create the building design or building drawing template and then printing in the AutoCAD. So these are the 2-3 topics that were remaining. In previous 40 lectures, we have covered up to the layer command. So for that now, next upcoming lectures, now we will continue with all this. And our target is that every student should be able to create his submission plan. Then he has to prepare his working drawing plan, then working drawing sections, then 4 side elevations, then center line plan and foundation plan. After that, then we have to also create the terrace plan, then plumbing and sanitary layout, and then electrical layout. After once it was done, then you have to also be make ready the RCC column footing drawing, then RCC plinth beam, ground beam drawing, then RCC lintel and staircase drawing details, then RCC slab and slab beam drawings, then furniture plan, then toilet, sanitary and water supply detailed drawings, and after that compound wall and site development plan, and after that perspective view or the isometric view of the building. So these are the 16 target drawing sheets that we have to create. I know that at once you will not get confident about all these things, but if you proceed step by step every day with me, so every day I am sharing you the some of the important tips, some of the resources, and some of the standard data that is required to create this type of drawings. And by that you can help to each other as a classmate friend or as a engineer friend, and you can ask your difficulty to each of you, everybody of you, or you can also ask to me also, and by that way you can get your doubt cleared, so that whenever now you will start to prepare a building drawing project for any particular building. Now we are talking about the residential building project. So you should be confident enough at least that you can proceed something. So there may be your architect or your boss or your office in charge or your senior person will ask you to make some of the changes in the drawing. But if your basics are clear with the AutoCAD drafting skill, then you can face any challenge. And by that way, you can prove that at least you are having some minimum skills to complete or work as a building drawing and drafting engineer, which will be a very basic job for every civil engineer in the industry. So I hope that you have clearly understood what the target is. So I request you to type how many drawings now you have to create on your own in this internship program. So you have to write down your answer in the number. How many number of drawing sheets we have to create in this internship program by you? What is our target for our portfolio making? So just type your answer in the chat box so that it will be clear to me that now you have taken this challenge where you are clearly understanding what is your target. So it may be possible that because of your availability of the resources, because of your less speed, you may get the more time, you may require more time. So that is not the matter, but we will see that that will be done in upcoming 2-3 months, or it may be there some people will require little 1 month more. But if you decided every day you have contributed for an half an hour, then I am guaranteed that you will certainly proceed and you will get confident about that. And that is also that challenge to me also, that I have to deliver you the your doubt clearing sessions, your guidance sessions for you for all these 16 drawings. So if there are some questions are there on your own, so that also you can send it to me for every drawing if you are facing, and we will see that we will take this challenge and try to cover up this. So all of this I am just seeing that many of the peoples are giving the answers. So thank you for this. So with this, next part will be challenging for you. So you can go for this estimating, costing, and all this professional practice and all this. But at present now we will focus our target for this building design and drafting purpose. So here we will just see that how we can proceed our journey. So I will just stop this presentation, and after that we will proceed for the next upcoming learnings. So you see that just now I will just give you the tips that those who have joined newly in the today's class. So I just want to know that how many people are there, those who want to cover up their remaining part which was earlierly I have taken. So just for that you have to type yes or no. So yes means you are requiring the support to cover up the remaining previous portion that I have covered in the previously taken 40 lectures. So how many of you are newly joining? So just type yes. Already those who have completed the previous sessions, they can type no only. So new people, those who have joined today and they are now interested to complete their this internship challenge, so they can just type yes, so that I will get to know that how many number of students are there in the today's session, those who are really requiring the support for covering up the earlier part, those who have covered in the previous 40 sessions. So for them also there is an important announcement now I will just give you, but that announcement is also important for all other students also, those who have completed the online lectures. So just see that for covering this, you want to understand how that we can complete. So I will just share that on my screen. So what you have to do, you have to go to the Google Chrome. In the Google Chrome, we have to type here as YouTube. So you can just go to youtube.com, and in the youtube.com you have to search for, here in the search box you can type, here there are two options are there, you can type my name, Pravinkhandve. So one is that you have to type my name in the search box, and then you can press enter, so that YouTube will be searched, and then you will reach to the screen where you will find out my channel. So you have to click this channel, YouTube channel. So this channel I have just started in 2019, and where I have just started to create so many number of playlist are there. So you have to browse for the playlist, and certainly you will find out the support for civil engineering students. So in the playlist, the latest playlist was available, and that is about the AutoCAD for civil engineers. I hope that this is the lecture series which is different from all other online lectures classes. So you have to go for this AutoCAD playlist, and here you can just see that you have to see that you will find out here the on my screen you are observing these are the various lectures. So starting from day 1, then day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and as many as lectures are there. But watching these lectures in the chronological order is also compulsory. So first you have to read for the day 1, then day 2 and day 3. You can just find that these are the titles given here in the playlist, and those who are new, they have to exert more. They have to complete these earlier lectures on the extra way. So every day you have to watch one extra lecture, and every day you have to join one online lecture. So in that way, you have to see that how this object snap you want to revise. So you can just jump on to that day 18 lecture on snap mode, and you can just see that you can learn all these things. So I hope that those who have joined newly in this class, they got the understanding that how to join how to complete the remaining lectures. So for remaining lectures, I hope that you will try to complete these online lectures. So I want to hear from you that how many of you are will how many of you are clear that now these lectures are now ready for you and you will complete. So just type C for complete in the chat box, so that I will get promise from you that you will type C in the chat box, so that you are announcing that I will go to the playlist and I will complete the remaining whatever the lectures you require to upgrade your skills. Because now the till we have there are many students are there, those who have taken some of the AutoCAD classes anywhere in the no problem, that you can just revise your understanding about the AutoCAD by using these online lectures. And after that you have to come up to the last session. So the last 2-3 sessions are there, those who are very much powerful, that I want to just recall you again that you must watch the session about dimensioning command. So I am all mentioning all this on in the chat box. So first of your important lecture that you have to dimensioning command. So this is one. Then you have to go for dimension style. So these are the some of the lectures that you have to note down, because they are essential for understanding about the building drawings. So building drawing, then another important is that the creating and using the block, and then more about the block. So this lecture number 40 and 41, they are very much important to understand, because now upcoming days whatever the lectures now we are covering, they are related to these dimension command, then dimension style, then using the block, and then using the block attribute. Then another lecture was there that I have taken very long back, and that is about the creating the text style. So text style is very much important. So all of you have to note down that you must have understanding about the text style. So how you can use various font in the AutoCAD for our building drawing. So text style, how can we can create, and how you can use the text style in the AutoCAD. So that is also one of the important session. And if you at all want to learn the advanced part, so then you can go for the attribute also. So last session that was available on my YouTube, that was using the layers in the AutoCAD. So now today you have to note down that you have to learn regarding the revise regarding the layer command. So that was the last session. So I request all of you that go for the day 43 lecture. So that is lecture number 43 about layers. I am just typing all these important names in the chat box also. So day 43, that was the important lecture that all of you have to revise today after this online session or tomorrow morning till evening 6 p.m. So you have to just recall this, because with reference to this layer command, then we will proceed the today's session where we will actually start our building drawing project by understanding the layer. So with this, I hope that you will really understood whatever the basic AutoCAD commands are there, what now we have learned here, and then accordingly, then we will proceed with this learning. So I will just stop my this YouTube channel page, and then we will proceed for the learning regarding the AutoCAD. So how many of you are now interested to just understand and learn about the next skill required for this layers? So just type me, you can just type me in the chat box, me in the chat box. So thereby I will just start meanwhile the AutoCAD program, and then we will just have the few revision about the today's proceeding. So first of all of important tasks that now we have to understand, we have to note down in the your notebook is that whatever that you have to complete it today and tomorrow. So that is about we have to create the template. We have to create the template. What is that template means? Now you just see that. Suppose now you have sit in your computer laboratory in our college, and you have started using AutoCAD, and you are just trying to draw a new building project. Then there are so many settings are there that are required to be done for the creating building drawing in professional way. So these settings will consume your more time again and again for every project. So that also we have to avoid. And that solution is that you have to create your own building drawing template. You have to create your own building drawing template. So how to create that building drawing template? That is very much important, and that session we will start tomorrow. So before that, we will just recall some of the thing, and I hope that you have understood that what I am talking about, that you have to create the building drawing template. So that task that we will start in the today's or tomorrow's online session, and then you will get to know that how you can completely prepare your building drawing template, so that we will save at our pen drive, or you can just keep it on your drive, Google Drive, so that you go anywhere on any computer, you can download your template and you can open that template. You can make the copy of that template by making the save as command. So once that save as command was done, then you can give the name to that drawing for the new project. So you will get copy of your template ready in AutoCAD, and you can quickly start to prepare the building drawing. So that is the use. Means what we have done? We have done all the standard required setting in our one AutoCAD file, and that file was saved as a name given by to that file is template. That is, you can create my drawing template, so that you will get one file ready, that my drawing template. And what then you will do for every new drawing, you have to just use that template by using the save as command. So you are making the duplicate copy of your template file, and then you open that. So you will get all the settings already available done in the file, and then you can just start focusing on your building planning work, building drawing work. So your time will save, and with that we will start tomorrow's session, where we will understood how to create this my building drawing template. So that template everybody of you have to create, and then in upcoming sessions I will share you the Google form. So there you have to upload that. so that I will get to know that you have completed your task of creating this. So I have to check all these settings you have done or not in that file. And these steps you have to note down in the class, so that by using that steps, so you can create your own building drawing template. So that is the one of the important task tomorrow we have to complete. So by that way, we will just recall few of the things, those who are newly joined to in the today's AutoCAD class. So you have to see that those who have already completed, they can just write down their answer in the chat box. If they are no, it is possible for them to quickly give the answer in the chat box. So what is the best way to start the AutoCAD program, so that those students, those who have completed, they are knowing the correct answer. So what I have to do, so that is also one of the small thing, but we will proceed with that. So on my AutoCAD screen, I will just right click and then I will click the open. So this is the perfect way to start the AutoCAD program. And then once this program was completed, this program was opened, then there will be a dialog box appear on the screen. So that dialog box also we have to understand, and that dialog box is about the startup dialog box. So all these things now we have learned in the earlier way. So we will just start with the metric drawing template in the today's session. And now I will just click it OK, so that my AutoCAD drawing will get open. So here now we have to start preparing our settings, preparing our template, preparing our building drawing and all these things. So for all these, so there are so many things are there that we have completed in earlier sessions. But today just we will revise the few things, and then after the few minutes we will stop for the today's session. So there are so many students are there, those who are now joined in the today's session here. So thank you for joining all this, but just we will start. So in previous session, we have learned about the how to use the layers in the AutoCAD. So we have to see that we have to use the layer manager now here in this AutoCAD program. So you can just go to there here. The layer properties are there that we can open it here. So these layer properties we have to open, or we can here. Just I will click it here. So you can see that this is the layer manager that was now open on my screen. So I can move this layer manager. So here you have to go step by step. So tomorrow we will proceed with the exact step for creating the building drawing template. For that, what you have to do now? So these are the few of the important steps that you have to do. So here you can see that in any AutoCAD.
Participants, welcome to this online course on Auto CD Today, drafting for beginners to expert level course. So my audio is clear to all of you. Just type P for proceed in the chat box. And then today we will start the today's learning.
So you can just see that in this layer manager properties dialog box, there is one zero layer was shown and the green tick mark was given to this. So in the default, in any AutoCAD program, once you have started any drawing file, so there one layer is already ready. So what is that layer? Already we have seen. So layer is a transparent sheet where you can draw your drawing. So in building drawing, I can use number of transparent sheet, those who have kept one over another. And for a particular matter, or for a particular part of the drawing, we can use one transparent sheet. So that is the concept in the AutoCAD by using the layer. So default layer name is zero layer, and you have to create so many layers. So here you have to note down the name of the layers that I am creating for the building drawing. So today you have to note down in your notebook what are the layers we need to create, so that here the command was given that is called as new layer. So I have to create the new layer. So I will click on this new layer. So layer 1 is the layer. So I can type here name, and that I will write down name of that layer was PLAN. So plan means this is the layer where I will draw the building plan. So for that, you can also give them that wall. So you can give the name because you are drawing the wall plan. So therefore you can give the name to that wall plan. So in that way also you can give the name. Click outside. So that is one layer where you will draw your plan. Suppose you want to show the plot boundary and the site plan and the road and all these. So you can again create here by clicking on the new layer. You can type here site plan. So this is the first layer that where you have to start our building drafting. So site plan is the another layer that we require. So in the site plan, we will prepare our plot size. We will draw road. We will draw the north direction. And within that plot, we have to place our site boundary. And then whatever the remaining part was there, inside that, we will start our building plan. So for that, another layer is required in the building plan where you have to show the some other elements. So all these elements, they have to be named here. So you can just type that name. So that first layer that I will need to show here, that was text, text, text. So this text layer is for indicating the name of the rooms. So whatever the rooms you are planning, so that will be given on the text layer. Then another layer you will require that is very much essential, that is dimension layer. So this dimension layer is used to show the dimensions in the building plan. So these are the common layers many times required. Sometimes you need to make some of the calculations or indicate the information or indicate the instruction to the another user. So such type of instructions or information or the tips or notes, those who are the rough work, that is not the part of the drawing. So that also you have to write down in your AutoCAD drawing file. So for that, you can add one of the layer. For that, you can give the name that as rough layer. So that is the rough layer is for making the rough work in your drawing, so which is not part of the final drawing. So that also you can use it here. Now within the building plan also there are so many other things are required. So that layer is also you can indicate here as door. So because in the building plan we have to draw the show the different doors. Then in the building plan you have to also show the windows. So for then also in your building drawing you have to show the columns. So again I will create the new layer and you can give name to that column. So in this way, these many are the layers required. So in the upcoming sessions that we will see how many number of layers that we have to create. But guys, here today I just want to know that now in Amravati, how many number of stories you are using? Generally, we are seeing that many buildings are constructed in the Amravati. So how many number of stories are there in a residential building? So just type your answer in the chat box that in Amravati city, how many number of stories are there in the general buildings that you are seeing that in Amravati they are being constructed. So you just type the number of the stories you observe in the buildings in Amravati city. You have to type your number in the chat box. So Aniket Mankar has given the quick answer. So everybody of you has to give your number in the chat box so that I will understand that what is your understanding about the multi-storied building or single-story building or what plan you have to create. So it is now compulsory that for our building drafting project, we have to create G+1 story building. We have to create G+1 storied building. So this you have to note down. So our target is G+1 story building. So but most of the buildings are nowadays multi-storied. but at least as an engineer, you should be able to complete the G+1 story building. So for that purpose, we will proceed from the tomorrow. So for this, now suppose you want to create a G+1 building plan. Then so many things now you have to make it rename, because the text will be different for the ground floor. Then wall plan, so that will be different for the ground floor. So I have to rename these layers. So again, I will go to the layer manager. So layer properties, I will open here. I will there right click this layer name, and I have to check for rename this layer. So I will rename this layer as GF plan, means this layer contains the only ground floor plan. So then again, you have to create the new layer whose name will be FF plan. So this will be first floor plan. Now similarly, every layer will get repeated. So then for the text also, you can rename this layer, and you can give that all this text is ground floor text. So this is the ground floor text. Then you have to again create a new layer whose name is FF text, first floor text. So all the name of the rooms on the first floor, that will be given on this layer. For all that, so similarly, you have to do all these things for the door also, or for the windows also. So I will just use the one layer for the door and window. So I will here write down GF door, and window. Then I will rename this layer as again rename, and then this is FF door windows. So here, this is essential thing that you have to require. So you can just see that I have renamed the plan, and then column, they are now common, because column are for every floor, columns are common. So there will be only one layer required for the column in our building. Dimension wise also, the dimension may differ for the plan to plan. So here also you can rename this as GF dimension, and for first again you can create the layer that is FF dimension. So that is also rough layer is common for all. Site layer, site plan is also one. So there is also no need to have different layers are there. And then for another few of the things are there that now we need to be done in this. So that way we have to create the number of layers. After that number of layers, you have to identify that we have to change the color of these layers. So at present, you can just note down that you can give the color to this site plan that will be a blue color. So I will just use this blue color, that is color number 150. So that you have to note down these are the standard colors to be used for the layers for our building drawing template. So everywhere you go, you will find out uniformity in the drawing. So you can use this color 150 for your site plan. So what I have done, check out this site plan. I have clicked here in the color, and I have changed the color. Generally for the rough drawing, I will change the color of this, and it is giving you the pure yellow color. So yellow color will be for the rough drawing, so that you will get to know that whatever the yellow drawings was there, that was rough part, so that you can indicate on the rough layer. And then you can make the color of the column, that you can make it red, so that all the columns will be clearly identifiable in your drawing. So that will be a column layer. Then depending upon the another text, that always you have to keep it white. So text color will be white only for the ground floor text and first floor text, because there in the printing this text should be very clearly appear in the drawing. So for that, this is the color for the text will be white. Then in the ground floor plan and first floor plan also, here you can use the some of the colors, but these will be also you can keep it white, because the plan is very important part of that. The first floor plan, ground floor plan, all that we have to make it. For making some of the identification, you can change the color of the first floor plan, but I recommend that at present now we will keep all these. So I hope that you have noted down the color of this, standard color of these. So another layer also we require in our building drawing, that I will just indicate, and the name of that color is ground floor hatch. Hatch means here so many hatch patterns we have to show in the building drawing. So for that, I will just use this color, and the color code is 31, or you can color code, you can use 41. That 41 is the more recommended color for the hatching pattern for the ground floor. And then similarly also you can create one another layer, that is FF hatch. So here you can make little bit differentiation, or you can use the same color. So for hatching pattern for the ground floor and first floor, the color number 41 you have to use. So I hope that you have noted down these many colors for your building drawing layers. So we will just see that this we will recall, and now with this dialog box, I will just see that this dialog box will be closed here by, you can click here on this. So all these layers, they are now created, and I will close it here. Now you can just go to here, that in AutoCAD, when you open this, so these layers will appear here. So this is the very much important part. So whatever the layer you have created, they will available here in this drop down. So you just see that this is a layer palette. In the layer palette, this is our dialog box, combo box of layer, and you can use this. So zero layer is the default layer that is now available. But for creating a site plan or rough work or the first floor text, we have to bring that layer up. We have to bring that layer up. So whatever the layer you want to work on. So that layer you have to bring it on the top. So and that is done. That can be done very easily. Now suppose I want to draw some rough drawing. So what I will do? I will open this dialog box and I will click on the rough layer. So you can see that now the rough layer is on the top. So suppose now I will draw any of the drawing, so it will be getting automatically yellow in color, and because it was drawn on the rough plan. Suppose I want to show the dimension of this, so I can just open this and I can click on the dimension, ground floor dimension. So here also we have to indicate the color for the dimension, so that we have missed out. So again, we will just go to the layer manager, and for the dimension, first floor dimension, ground floor dimension, we have to choose the color, and that is again color number 150. So that is for site plan. So for the dimension also, we have to use the color number 150. So that is done on OK. For the first floor dimension also, we have to change the color to the blue. So that is 150 number color. So this is only because of that while printing the drawing, this dimension should be clearly appear. So therefore the color is blue, that is recommended for number 150 for the dimensioning showing in the building drawing. So I hope that this also you have understood. I will just close this layer, and now suppose I want to show the dimension. So now I will go to the ground floor dimension layer. So I will click this layer. So that layer will automatically come up, and then I can use the dimension command. I can click here and here, and you will get to know that. So see here, the dimension is shown clearly in the dimension layer. So if you want to write down the text in your drawing, so you can just go here, open the ground floor text. So I will just click on this layer. So that text layer will come up, and now by using the multi-line text, I can try to write here whatever the text you want to write down. So I will just use some of the text, and I am nothing doing for that, but this is the sample for understanding how you can use the layer and click outside. So in this drawing, different elements are there. This is a boundary, this is a dimension, this is the text, but everything is a different color, and that is also drawn on the different layer. So that way you have to use these layers. So I hope that you have understood this today's basic thing. So I am just want to hear from your side. Have you understood all these things? So type your feedback in the chat box. So how you feel today that you will certainly upgrade your skills for the building drafting. So you can just type good, better, best, or thank you, nice, wonderful, amazing, or whatever you want to just give your feedback. So you can just type your feedback, and after a few 2-3 minutes, we will just stop the today's session. I hope that session was little bit too long because we have revised the many of the things that earlierly we have done. So, but from the tomorrow onward, we will just focus for an half an hour so that only the important things will be covered every day, and we will proceed in our journey for completing our building design and drafting internship. So I hope that all of you have understood all this. Thank you once again for joining the today's session. I hope that in today's session the maximum participants are there. So 33 participants now have joined the today's session, and with that, uh, tomorrow we will see again at the same time at 8:30. So again, those who have missed out the WhatsApp group, they can ask their friends or ask me to share the WhatsApp joining link, so that because of the time constraint, if I am busy, so your class will get rescheduled or it will be next day you have to take. So all that instructions will be passed on to you using that WhatsApp group. So you can just see that you are available on that WhatsApp group and understanding that what is the update for the our class. So thank you once again for joining the today's class. I hope that because that 30 people now had joined today, so all of that we will make difference together, and we will create one of the small history that our your portfolios will be ready, and that will make you the industry ready person. So that is just a simple commitment from my side. So I will try to see that every day your online session will be start exactly at 8:30, and you have to also promise that you will join exactly at 8:30. You can just join 5 minutes before, and then together we will make the difference. So thank you once again for joining the today's class. I will just stop my sharing, and if you are having any question, anybody of you, so you can type that in the chat box, or otherwise you can leave the today's meeting. So thank you once again for joining. Anybody, if you are having any doubt or question you want to just share here, just quickly type in the chat box, or then after 2-3 minutes we will stop today's session. Thank you once again.